planet Earth and humanity together with it continue an exciting journey into the world of high vibrations. How to understand whether we are ready to move further and forward and help yourself in the transition period, we'll tell you an excerpt from a wonderful channeling from the Renaissance website. The fact that changes are coming leaves no doubts for anyone, except for people who are at a very low level of their spiritual development. As for you, the light workers and those who have finally embarked on the path of spiritual development, you perfectly understand that there is no turning back. All your thoughts, desires, dreams are directed to the future, since your soul has chosen ascension. And now what do you need to do in order for this to happen as soon as possible and as naturally as possible? This hint will become for you a kind of action plan for the near future. So, let's start with the fact that all your doubt is left behind. You believe and know that ascension is a reality. The process of the Earth's transition into the fifth dimension has already been launched and is gaining momentum every day. You feel changes in the air. You feel with your whole being how everything around you is filled with the energies of the highest vibrations. And this is already the first and most important sign that you are an integral part of this process, its participant, and not an outside observer. And this is the second sign that you have breaked out of the way of duality and gained a new consciousness, that you already live in the world of the fourth dimension. This means that you have just a little left to step with the Earth into the new world of the fifth dimension. What do you need to do for this? First, do not forget every day to dedicate at least 30 minutes of your time to meditations on clearing your Earth and on moving into the fifth dimension. You can break your meditations into several parts, and this will help you stay in good shape throughout the day and keep your vibration level high. Second, wherever you are, always fill yourself with the energy of light and love so that it serves as a protection against low vibrations and, in turn, dissolves all negative energies that may come your way. Imagine yourself as an inextinguishable divine lamp that brings people light, love and heat. 3. Learn to remain calm and harmonious in any situation. Do not teach people, do not impose your opinion on them. 4th. Live in trust in the world. Let your unlimited faith into your soul that nothing bad can ever happen to you, because you are under the permanent and reliable protection of the highest forces of the universe, and they will not offend you. 5th. Live for today. Don't put off your dreams and desires. Enjoy every minute of being. Love, create, live a full, rich and happy life, and then it will smoothly and imperceptibly flow to the new Earth, to the fifth dimension. Create it now and dissolve in it. 6th. Do not blame your loved ones for not understanding you, but just enjoy communication with them and send them all your love. Remember that you've chosen them yourself to go through as many lessons on Earth as possible, and that they are your main teachers. 7th. Lead people to ascension by your example, not by words and teachings. Radiate tenderness, warmth, love, harmony and peace, and then they will really want to follow you and become like you. Below an interesting excerpt from a conversation with a Chinese spiritual teacher. If you catch the main thing, you can say this is a plan for the transition of consciousness into a five-dimensional space, a guide to the transition. It all depends on how you use it. The correct use of free will leads to a perfect life. There are 3 stages of performance possession. The first stage, which the soul must take, is to learn to live in the heavenly world, without disturbing its beauty, harmony, and balance. This is the ethics of relationships with embodied beings and all other elements of creation. I, like any avatar, told people about the laws that they should be guided by when interacting with the outside world. I taught people, first of all, ethics. It is people who need to be taught ethics. After all, lower forms of life almost never break the harmony of the world. The desire to break the laws of Tao is inherent in a human. The soul, which turned out to be able to intellectually comprehend, absorb these laws and build its life in accordance with them, took the first barrier of impeccability. And Tao allows such souls, impeccable in worldly things, to move on. At the second stage, people who observe the laws of beauty must turn themselves into beauty. They must merge with beauty together, become it. This, of course, is not about decorating bodies, but about transforming yourself as a soul into beauty. This, of course, is not about decorating bodies, but about transforming yourself as a soul into beauty. This stage is mastered through psych-energetics, clearance of chakras and other structures of the body, and then development of yourself as a spiritual heart. There can be many methodological variations here, but their essence is the same. There is heavenly, Tao, there is earth, the material world, and there is also a soul that must pave its way from earth to heavenly, from yin to January. At the end of this path, the soul merges with the beauty of Tao and becomes it. The third stage of possession of perfection consists in the fact that the soul, merged with Tao, learns to actively create the highest beauty on the earth, with each of its word, thought, action splashing into the world of the spark of beauty from the infinite ocean of Tao. I started my avatar service at the dawn of the life of the planet Earth. China has been the main area of application of my powers for thousands of years. I carry to people the laws of morality and the laws of comprehension of the highest. I manifested the love of God into the world, so that people would want to become like me. There is a law of similarity, like attracts like. I sowed grains of love in souls, and then for centuries I could attract them into myself by the great universal magnet, great love. I have come to earth many times. I remained in legend as the first divine emperor of China. Conversations with the Divine Master Huang, Di. With love, liberty. By liberty, blessings. We are Thymus. We are the collective of ascended masters. We love you, and we want you to know that and feel that, and we are very open to receiving your requests, your prayers, your offerings of all kinds, because we want you to feel closer to us, and we want to feel closer to you. And opening up the lines of communication will do that for you and for us. We are excited to get to know each and every one of you intimately. We are eager to see where the relationship can go, and of course, we know who you really are and we know how we relate to you on so many different levels, but at this time, with where you are right now, we can start something new with all of you. We want you to feel closer to yourselves, closer to your souls, closer to Source. We want you to feel closer to whatever brings you more comfort, a greater sense of satisfaction, oneness, belonging. We want you to feel cared for. We want you to feel like there is an enormous amount of compassion and healing available to you at all times, because truly that's how it really is, and we invite you to join us in the realm of how it really is. The illusion is fun. The illusion is fine. The illusion is sometimes great and wonderful, but the truth of who you are and who we are, and how we relate to one another is beyond all of that, and sometimes it is good to experience what is beyond what you've been experiencing. And we know that. And we know the vast majority of you know that and feel that. Connection is real and separation is illusion. Oneness is real and living from the ego is temporary and false. You don't really need to feel better or worse than anyone else, not once you've awakened, not once you realize who you really are and that this is all a game that you are playing. So it is time to shed all of that and step into more of the truth of our connection to you and your connection to all the beings and collectives that you could ever want to spend some of your time with. Everything is moving closer because this is the time of ascension, and that means it is the time of integration. It is the time of all of us moving closer to Source, closer to wholeness, to oneness, to the ultimate feeling of unconditional love. You've been taking baby steps for most of your lives, and baby steps are good, but gigantic leaps are available to you now, and we want to help you. We want to be there to catch you, to give you the stability on the new ground you find yourselves walking on. We are here for you always, and there are myriad ways of calling out to us and connecting to us. We are the Ascended Masters, and we are where we are for you. We are here in the 12th dimension because it is better for you to have a stable force that you can relate to in this dimension. And of course, as we have said many times, there are some of us walking amongst you as well. Connect and feel how good that feels. Don't wait for a little voice in your head to feel connected. But rather reach with your hearts for us and for all who are dwelling in our dimension right now, because we are all here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. It is all happening now. Be with us and be with more of yourself. Behold yourselves anew, for you are the masters there on earth. That is all for now. We are Thymus. We are the collective of ascended masters, and we are always amongst you. Channel, Daniel Scranton.